like,
We're
right?
live. We're live.
Hey, everybody, it's
Oh.
Tuesday freaking night. It's time for the Legends of Theia adventure stream. Got it right, yeah. I'm one of the storytellers. We're all storytellers here. My name's Frank Padeni, also known as Frankie Swa online, or FSWA666, and I really do appreciate, on behalf of everybody, that you're checking this out, whether it's on demand or live right now on twitch.tv/The Dice Cult. Dice Cult currently is throwing out 3 different shows. On Mondays and Tuesday nights, we do 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons Homebrews. And on Saturday nights, we do horror, mystery, suspense, cool one-shots, primarily Vampire the Masquerade with a little bit of Cthulhu thrown in there every so often for good measure. We have one of our storylines is ran for 40 episodes, which is amazing. We're not that far in. We've taken a little bit of time to kind of get rocking, and then we kind of go down a little bit, we rocking, and we're just going up and down, having a good time. We came from a slot that was a Friday night slot, so we were used to doing a lot of drinking and partying and rolling some dice at the same time, and we got moved to Tuesdays so that we could all live a little bit longer, because boy, I was taking a lot out of us. Those Friday nights were pretty long. They were fun though. So now we're doing Tuesdays, and it's a little bit more laid back. But if you're at home right now watching and you want to have a good time, this is what you do. You pick one of the 4 of us, and whenever one of us has to drink, because in this game, when you're rolling dice, if you roll a 1, that's called a failure, and that means you've got to drink. Although, see, it's pretty good failure. You get to drink, bummer. And then if you roll a 20, so he rolls a 20, everybody drinks, or whoever rolled the 20 gets to pick who drinks. So that's up to whoever rolls the 20 gets to pick. They get to say, you drink, I'm drinking, or everybody drinks. It's their choice. So pick one of us, and then when we drink, you drink with us and have a lot of fun. Or you can just drink the whole time. Now, if you're under 21, I do mean sodas, okay? I'm not talking about going and raiding the liquor cabinet or nothing like that. No. You have plenty of time when you're over 21, okay? Don't hurt yourself. When you're growing up, you don't need to be drinking that crap. It'll kill you. It is poison. That's why it makes people do stupid shit. Nothing good has ever come from alcohol. I dare somebody to tell me what did come out good. We did have some fun Fridays, but we
That's
paid.
the Legends of Theia after school special. Keep it clean, friends.
Right. No, I'll say fucking everything. I'm not worried about that. My point is that, please have fun tonight with us. We're going to have some fun. I think it's going to be an interesting ride, I believe, today. So what about our storyline, Legends of Theia? I'm not going to get into it this time. Usually I tell a good 5 to 10 minute soliloquy of everything that's been going on since the very first episode, but I'm not going to do that. What I am going to say is that we have Scott, who's from Oklahoma, and he plays me and Mistan, who is pretty much the face of the group right now, although there's not much face time going on because what the group's doing, which I'll talk about in a second. Me and Mistan is a half gold dragon paladin of Bahamut who took the way of the Conqueror, right? Correct? The Oath of Conquer?
Oath of Conquest.
Conquest, that's it. Dang, last week we didn't play it. I knew I was going to mess that up. And then we have Jenny. She's from Austin, Texas, and she plays Lila Guman. Lila Guman is a gnome barbarian who loves to drink, and she can outdrink the dwarves of Kirda Rule, which is basically the headquarters of this group, if you will. That's the home area right now, the home base of this crew, although they're definitely not at Kirda Rule right now. They may be above it or below it or to the left or right of it, but they're definitely not at Kirda Rule proper right now. Last but not least, we have David, who's actually Scott's real-life brother. He's over in Washington State, and he plays Little Grin Churl. Little Grin is a farmer, half-giant farmer, who is moonlighting as a monk to get more time in on the farming, because the farming community within the dwarven stronghold or settlement of Kirda Rule are the monks. The monks are the farmers. So this half-giant works amongst the dwarves, tending to the mushroom farms, because everything's underground right now. That's what I will say. Everything's underground. What was that?
I said farming is basically meditating. It's all the same.
It can. My wife loves to do that stuff now that we've moved into a place that allows that and we're not in the city. She likes to do that, and she does say that it's therapeutic, to say the least. So cool. So basically, you all went through for lack of a better term, a teleportation device or a gate. The spirit, a spirit of nature, sent you in the direction of your friend Cell, who you've been searching for now for almost 10 sessions. Cell may have the answers to a murder, the murder of Kishkumen, a mage who was an ally of the dwarves, who you found dead in his wizard's tower underground. The surface has been destroyed, or at least it's believed to be mostly destroyed. There was a huge war that included at one point not only the gods, but also the celestials, which are above the gods. And when the celestials got involved, they just killed everyone. Literally anybody that was above ground that could be found that was warring was killed. And so everybody went underground or went underwater to survive. And so that's where we're at right now. This group is getting used to being underground, and they have went on a quest, if you will, to look for their friend who's missing, who may have answers to the death of this mage Kishkumen. Cell herself is a pixie artificer who has a mouth much bigger than her size. Didn't mind telling people to fuck off and other such things. And she's up and is missing. And so this gate, if you will, the group went through it, and they ended up in near an huge underwater lake. They've been traveling around looking for something that gives them some idea of where they're at. They don't really know this area. They're at minimum they're deep within the Oglethorpe mountain range, which is the largest mountain range on the planet of Theia. They could be, in part of the mountain range at the highest part of the mountain. They could be way underground. There's no telling where they're at because they just went through a gate that was supposedly pointed towards their friend that they're trying to locate for several reasons. So, with that being said, the last time we played, the group found a rather large cavern. Meehan, you found there were ruins, and I'm going to go ahead and go to that map now. You found that there were ruins, Meehan, of you even saw a symbol of Bahamut, the actual like the silhouette, if you will, or the silhouette of the Platinum Dragon, Bahamut. And so you began to move some things around, and the symbol was like in a cube where this little temple area or altar is, and you went to that cube and you tried to pry it out. Lila helped you, and then this bolt of lightning shot from it, and you basically, Meehan, got stopped in your tracks, and you just was like being shocked. While that happened, you had a vision. Do you remember that vision?
Bahamut putting on the battle with Tarask.
That's correct. Do you remember the very last thing that occurred in that dream or in that vision?
I remember you were saying I wanted to fight it, and then I was kind of pushed back into reality. Did I forget something important? My bad.
Well, it depends on whether or not you think it's important, but what did happen was the very last thing you saw was you saw like the claw of Bahamut fall, and it turns it's already platinum color, obviously, as a platinum dragon, and it basically formed into a necklace. And you grabbed that necklace.
Yep.
And then when you came to, it was still in your hands.
Yep. Yeah, I remember. I put it on, but I'm not sure if it's doing anything.
Now, while you were doing that, that's correct, you don't know. But while you were doing that, the rest of the party got jumped by some creatures that were coming out of this fog that's to the west of this cavern. So there was some fights ensuing while you were having a vision. The fights got over. The group was able to handle it. And then a big old sucker came out. a big old lizard that tried to turn you all to stone. You were able to kill it. I think that two of you got really close to being stoned, and I'm not talking about that kind of stone. I'm talking truly made of stone. You almost went full bore stone, but luckily enough, and almost I think the dog almost hit it as well. But y'all made it out. Y'all killed the creature. I think Meehan. Who did you get the killing blow, Meehan?
I believe so. Yep, I did get the killing blow with my mighty smite ability.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you did like bazillion damage. I remember that now.
Yeah.
And you had to because two of the players or two of the characters were going to be turned to stone. That was their last turn before they were going to go. So you had to do it. You pulled out the big guns and you did a great job at finishing that up. So we're going to start at this point. Those of you who are about to turn to stone feel your bodies free up as this creature falls that it attempted to turn you to stone. There is blood and goo, lizard goo, and scaly reptile skin everywhere, and you can see the creature's got literally like half a jawbone sticking out while it's laying there, and blood splurting out in little spots because the heart's still going on this creature. A bit in the distance to the east, you can hear the whimpering of Mouse, who's not liking the fact that this dog literally almost turned to stone, and it's sitting there kind of whining, going, because it's like doesn't feel good after almost being turned to stone. So what are you gonna do?
How's everybody feeling?
I'm still alive.
What are we? Are we real hurt? Need some help, or are we good to move forward?
I'm a little hurt.
How bad?
I'm at 12.
Little Grin, where are you at?
I'm like 5 down.
You're 5 down.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
He
let me
wasn't
do.
really trying to kill us. It was more just trying to turn us to stone.
Let me do a cure wounds for you, Jenny.
Thank you.
So you get back 5. Sorry.
You know what? That's fine.
And then I'm gonna heal Mouse back to full. David, you get your 5 back. What are we level? Are we still just level 3? No, we're level 4, so 20. So Jenny, you can take another 5 as well.
Oh, woo!
So 10 back to you. 5 for David and 5 for Mouse.
You spent one on me? Okay.
Yeah, I gave you 5. I did lay on hands for you. So I've got a spell slot and 5 more lay on hand points. So let's
Okay.
try not to get hurt. Try not to get
half,
hurt.
So we're good.
Yeah, let's I don't think we have time to harvest this. We really need to move forward because it seemed like Cell was in trouble. So is this the way to go past the guy?
Well, you can go investigate over there for sure, bro.
Yeah, I
Is
mean,
that what
but
you wanna do?
I'm sorry, we came from back here, right?
That's
And then
yes, that's correct. Yes.
Okay, yeah. We're gonna keep moving forward.
Okay. All right. So you move forward, and there is this fog. It's thick. It's thick like pea soup as you step into it. Roll your perception, all of you that are walking in the pea soup.
Yeah. So is this gonna be for hearing or smell?
That's what's up. That's how you critically fail.
Okay. So
Frank, hold on. I'm sorry, I haven't rolled yet. Is this gonna be for hearing or smell as well?
this is actually view.
Okay,
Eyes.
because Mouse will get bonuses on perception. So
Sure.
I got a 17, which I think is the highest.
Okay. So Lila, both you and Meehan, as you're walking, you take a few steps, and you can just see where, even though this fog is really thick, you can just the way the fog moves, it looks like your feet are about to go into water. You all
I don't see anything. I rolled 1.
you rolled the 1. I thought it said 13. Sorry.
No,
No,
Lila
I
rolled
rolled
13.
a 1.
Little Grin rolled the 1, Lila.
Right. I meant Lila. Yeah, Lila. You see.
Oh,
Yeah, you see water. Both you and Nihan both
I'm gonna
noticed.
change my dice.
Cool.
How do you change the dice color?
How do you change the dice color? It's
Yeah,
over.
'cause
It's
regular green.
It's over to the right. Under geez, that's a good question. I don't know how players do it. What's wrong with the color? Is it hard to read?
No, we're all green. Yeah, we're all green. So then I mix up our dice. So I kind of want to turn mine to like a purple or something.
Oh yeah. Oh, I see what I see down there. Everybody's got green color right now. Yeah, I don't know why that happened. Huh. Yeah, everybody should have a different color. I don't know why that's.
Yeah, I think we all just like the color green because it is an amazing color.
Oh shoot! Let me see real quick. Let me get in here and see what I can do.
I'll work. I'll figure it out, Frank. Let's just keep going though.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think you go under configure players and whoa. Okay, that's just gonna take us right out of here. All right, let me go back in here. I'm gonna go back in. I'm gonna get out of here. But I think that's where you change the color, is under player management or yeah. So we're gonna go back in here, and yeah. All right. So, whoa, what happened here? Okay, I am just kicked out. This is just unbelievably crappy. 1 second, please.
Stay tuned for more FoundryServer.com tips and tricks.
Wow, I guess. Holy crap. Oh boy. I don't even know if I'm in the right. Does it show that I'm in here?
There you are. Yeah, you're back.
Okay.
in.
Yeah. Hey, so
Okay.
Jenny, if you go to the settings and then under module settings, there's a module called Dice So Nice,
Yep.
and you can change the color.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make mine blue.
And the other thing you can do is, as far as your colors, like how everybody's got like a green dot right now, you can change your color also in one of the spots too, which is what I was talking about. Go ahead and do what you got to do real quick. It's all good. I will not continue talking until you're ready. It's not that big
Oh,
a
we're
deal.
good.
No,
Let's hit it.
we're good.
Okay, so here's what happens. You see this water. You also notice that those of you who didn't fumble the roll, David, you you also notice that besides the water, there are roots, like tree roots or something like that, sticking out of the ground near the water, and in the water you can see that there are roots as well.
The water is it? I mean, is it deep, or are we talking like just like puddles or ankle
Well,
high?
at the spot you're at, it looks like it, it may not be more than 3 or 4 inches, but because of the fog, it's very hard to tell where it goes from there. There's not a line of light here for you to tell, so you're going to have to make, you're going to have to do some investigation to know that answer better.
Yeah, I'll kind of lead the way since I'm and Mouse, and we'll just plot our way. But I do want to reach down and scoop up some of the water and sniff it.
Okay. All right. So you do so, and the water's, again, just like the waters that you've smelt in other areas, is very, very clean smelling. Very clean smelling here, like untouched water. Very clean smelling. In other words, like no smell at all, like that clean.
So unless anybody else wants to do something different, I'm gonna just kind of walk ahead at half speed.
Can I grab some and like drink it? Will I
Well,
die?
absolutely. Well, you can definitely do that if you need to. See what happens. I'll let you know if you die.
I would like to taste the water, please.
Okay.
Take 10d12 damage.
Exactly. Saving throw versus poison, DC 20. Okay. All right. So you put your hands down in there. Clean, very fresh water. Not as good as whiskey, but it's definitely refreshing water.
All right.
Okay. So you refresh yourself, Meehan begins to walk. Meehan, you take a step, and your foot, literally, the first step into the water. I should say second. Your first foot goes in fine. Second foot, when you go to put your foot down and get some kind of ground, your feet hit quite a few of those like roots, and they're big. I mean, they're not like little roots. They're like, they're like this big around. Very, pretty damn long. Some of them are very long, longer than that. But you put your foot down, and your weight is just at the point where these roots are kind of bouncing, but you don't feel ground. You just feel that there's roots right there. So you can't really get a good step, but it's you feel like your weight it can handle your weight. It's just there's no real solid ground right there. It feels like it's just roots or maybe thin mud.
Onward.
Okay, so you say, we're good. You take another step, and you just go, and you begin to float because there is no bottom, and you're floating on top of the water. Same goes for the rest of you. After several steps in, it just goes into a hole, and you are waiting. Where there's this hole, and it looks like this. You can see that there's just enough light reflecting in the cavern to see that there's these big roots. There are bubbles coming from below. It's basically a hole in the ground with water that is filled it up.
So then there's roots on the outside of the
Yeah, so like there's this huge hole, and the whole outline of the hole is covered in roots all the way around that are coming from the underwater, and then they kind of, some of them have grown up, some of them grow down, some of them grow all around.
So I'll swim across, but I'm not just going to swim across out into the middle of the abyss. I'm going to just kind of trek along the top side here, so that I can keep some of these roots within, so I can grab onto them if something tries to pull me down. Okay,
so you go to swim across, and you're staying on more of the side, you said, or did you want to go right down the middle?
You said there's a hole and there's roots all the way around, so I'm going to go on the top of the hole of your map here. Okay. And I'm going to keep my right hand on the roots as I go around.
Perfect. Okay. So, what did you want to do, Jenny? Are you going to let him investigate first, or are you going to continue swimming in it as well?
I'm going to stay. I'm going to wait till it's safe.
Okay. What about you, Little Grin?
Little Grin's curious how deep it is, so I think he's going to tie a rock to his 60-foot rope.
Okay.
Chuck it in.
There's definitely rocks there. Okay, so you begin to do that task. Meehan goes away while I explain to him what happened. I can't do that, can I? All right, so go ahead and just roll a dex check to see how well you tie that knot.
You got it. Dexterity.
Just dex plus your dex bonus and whatever 20 sided plus your dex bonus is good for me. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, so
6.
Okay, so you tie this awesome knot, bro. I mean, Little Grin, you just wrap the rope around a couple times and make this great knot and throw the rock in there. Let me roll real quick, just to see if just because that roll was so good. Okay, so you throw the rock in and it goes down and down and down and down, and then it hits something, and the rope gets it gets kind of loose and not tight anymore because it's hit something, and it's not going to go down anymore.
How far did the rope get down?
It seems to be about halfway, 30 feet.
30 feet before it hit something.
Right.
All right. I'll pull the rope back up.
Okay.
How deep was it? Sorry, I missed that. I just stepped away.
My rock fell off down on the way, I think. But it'd be at least 30 foot.
So he calculates that he believes about 30 foot is how deep this thing goes.
Depending on how big your feet is. And I'll look at my feet.
Okay, so Meehan, you are exploring the outside of this, basically swimming around it, and you don't. You get to the other side, and literally within 5 feet, you see there's a wall. There is no. This is the only thing you have found now to leave this area, other than going back. But going back, you actually went through a portal to get here. So, or some kind of magic got you here. You found a hole in the wall that was unable to be seen normally. So, what do you want to do?
There's just a cave wall or a built wall or.
Yeah, it just looks like the rest of the whole cavern. It just looks like it ends. So just on this end, there's this hole that has water in it that goes down.
Okay, so you're telling me we went through a portal, we walked the only direction we could go, then
Correct.
we got to a big hole with roots around it, and then there's wall all the way around. So
Yes,
the only way to go is straight down the hole.
The only thing you have found in this cavern, besides, remember, this is the cavern where you found the temple, you fought the creature, you found the person that was made of stone, and looks like a person that had a big two-handed sword on their back. But yes, the only thing you have found as a way to get out of here would be go down that hole.
Okay, I'll give Littlegren one end of the rope, and I will take the other end. I think we have 2 ropes, so we'll try to tie them together for 120 feet, and then I'll tell him to hold this, and if I tug, pull as fast as you can. And
I was thinking either me's or Lila be going down. I thinks Lila can be sayings in the dark, and I got no torch for the underwater.
that's true, but I weigh a lot with all my armor, so I'll sink to the bottom really fast.
I don't
Yeah,
know
well,
if that be quite the good thing you think, but all right.
But I'll go down way faster.
Yeah, sure, you'll be at the bottom, but what will ye be saying?
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
All right.
All right.
Oh, you're fine. Actually, it's a fine idea if you want Jenny to go. I felt I was going to take more damage. Jenny,
You
if
mean,
you're brave
you, mean,
enough.
you do mean Lila, right?
Oh,
Not
I'm sorry,
Lila.
Lila.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Whatever.
Just making sure, because Jenny from
Yeah.
Austin, Texas loves to swim, I know. But I think.
All right, we'll drop you to the bottom like a weight, you say, and when the creatures kill ye, we'll know not to go down. Sounds great.
No,
Okay.
I think I was just honorably as the paladin trying to take one for the team to keep you safe, but Littlegren, you've made a compelling argument that it should probably be Jenny since she can see. So
Yep.
I break out our final large bottle of whiskey
Uh-oh.
and let her take a few shots before convincing her that she's got to go down.
Well, I'm interested to see whether or not that works, because I'm guessing it probably will. So,
So I hand her the bottle and let her take a couple, and then when it's my turn to take, I don't take a swig. I'll give you my share of this half if you go down.
Okay. You go
you
take
let
the
me-
bottle.
yeah, whiskey.
Well, not the whole bottle. You just get my share of this time that we're drinking.
Fine.
So I let her take my couple shots. So we still have a half a bottle left.
All right. So that means she's
All right.
means
Okay.
she's taking 3 shots. When she takes 3, you take 3 shots. You got to roll that con check. That's the way I do it.
Don't you need to wait 30 minutes?
All right, Lila.
Bravo.
I need you to do it. Roll your con check. Roll as high as you can. I don't want you to be affected by the booze. Oh, geez. Okay.
6.
All right. So you take, the stopping and eating thing hasn't been happening
I
much
think so.
here. So
Yep.
you haven't been eating regularly, and at least
I
not
only took
all
like
of-
a handful of the water, so
right. So you take those 3 shots, and you're like, okay, oh, this is good. I feel like I'm at home suddenly.
this is fine.
Right. So, are you going to hold on to the rope, or how are you going to do this, Lila?
I'm gonna tie the end of the rope around me because I don't trust myself holding it.
Okay.
So yeah, do a little knot, and then I will swim down.
Okay. Now, I'm going to ask a question because I'm a nice DM. Who here made connection with the water elemental?
Me.
Well, that was her, yeah.
Okay. Now, me, do you remember what the water elemental gave you? What you got from it?
Not off the top of my head.
Okay.
No,
I
we got
did
those
write it
little
down.
we got those little crystals from them.
Right. And each one of you got a crystal in your hand.
Yeah, I think I got 10% reduction in force damage.
Yep, you became more. You were able to take force damage, like take some of it and not be hurt by it,
Yeah.
because you were with the air. And
No. David got the
Yeah, I can
got the
create water once a
earth.
week.
okay,
No, I got air, brother.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I'm sure that he did air because originally everybody discussed him doing stone, but he said I'm already part stone or hill stone kind of thing. So he wanted.
Oh yeah, that's right. And I got the
Excuse
You
me.
got both
Sorry.
the stone and the
I
The
got
stone-
earth and
the-
fire.
Stone went to Mouse,
mouse. That's right, yeah.
went on his paw.
And now he's like a big motherfucker too for no reason.
Yeah, he got jacked up a little bit. So
Yeah, big. It's okay.
right. So you jump into the water and you begin to swim, and you're headed down. Obviously, it's the only way to go.
Yeah, we both have a hand on the rope.
Okay. You find that in this water, Lila, you can swim rather well. You feel as if as you're swimming down that you're having no issues. You swim down quite a bit and it gets dark, and then you see a light at the end of the tunnel. It's a green color, like these, like the sides of this with these roots and stuff, and you can see that there are going to be roots that you're going to have to get through or break to be able to squeeze your way through. It's a big enough hole. It's just it's been overgrown by some of these roots, and you can see that. You begin to need to take a breath of air, and you can see that right on the other end of those roots are bubbles coming from obviously some crack in the land, if you will, or the dirt down here, the ground, if you will, that you could probably get a breath of air. The bubbles are big enough that you could probably put your face in it and get some air.
Okay,
But-
yeah, I want to try and do that.
But you're going to have to bust through those roots, or you're going to have to go back up and have them come down with you. It's your call. But you're just starting to get antsy, like, oh, I need to take a breath of air. So what are you going to do?
Well, my thing says that I should take a free action in water, not a disadvantage in water. So
Okay.
then, can I just like swing my axe?
Yeah, you can swing your axe at the roots and cut them. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, I would like to do that.
What that means is that you're going to stay down here instead of going back up. So not yet, at least. So okay, so swing that axe.
You should rage. You should rage and tear into it.
Now, normally, as you know, unless you're given some sort of free action, swinging a weapon in the water is at disadvantage. So that's just something to be aware of, unless
I
you're
must have tried it.
really unless you're one with water, which may happen to your character. I mean, you've
Well,
made
it says you're not at disadvantage in water.
there. Well, there you go. See, that's good for you. The right person's down there. So roll
Good
that
call,
die.
Little Grin. High IQ
Gotta
players.
intentionally pick the right person, y'all.
Right
It's always great when. Little
there we
Grin
go.
stops.
There we
Alright,
go.
Did I do it?
All right. So you're feeling pretty comfortable in this water.
All right,
You don't walk,
23.
but you swing and you just chop right through the roots, and they just fall. There's a little bit of dirt and moss and stuff like that, and you can see that there's no more than about a 2-foot in length hole that you can go through now, and you can see on one side there's like like just a whole bunch of air coming up.
All right, I'm gonna stick my head in one of those bubbles real quick.
All right, you stick your head in there, and it kind of goes, like bubbles going up your nose, but you actually you suck it up and just take a breath, and
Boom!
you actually-
Hydrogen sulfide gas.
yeah. So you take a you take a breath, and you actually get some air. And it's like, oh, I can be down here a little bit longer. Now, are you going to stay down here, or are you going to go up and get them?
I'm gonna now go up and get them.
Are you okay? So
Yes.
you can feel that the rope gets tugged on, and those of you who are above holding the rope, and as you stand there, a couple minutes after that rope starts tugging, Lila comes to the surface of the water.
I made a hole.
Hey, look, was it big enough for
I made a hole.
Little Grin and I?
You think that it'll be big enough for them. They may have to squeeze a little bit, but not much. Plus, there's air down there, which is good.
That is true. So
Is
maybe
there
if
a-
not, I can make it bigger.
Is there an open cavern on the other end of the hole?
It looks like it.
Fair
I
enough.
was able to
Let's
get
hit-
air down there.
Let's go.
Everybody want to go down? Yes.
Oh, I mean, I can.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
We'll get the rope to Jenny. She can drag it down there and kind of lead the way, since I might not be able to see very well.
Okay.
It might be worthwhile to tie the rope up here and then have Jenny tie it down there.
Lila.
Lila ties it down there. And then we just be, we just climb the rope down.
How,
Faster.
how far is it?
Lila, you feel it was like 25, 30 feet.
Oh, okay, yeah. 25, 30 feet. Not
Yeah,
too
let's
bad.
use.
Never
Let's,
mind.
no, that's a great idea, Little Grin, though, and it'll also help us too if we have to make a quick escape on the way back. Plus, I was just thinking it's probably going to be hard to get Mouse to go underwater.
Mm.
So let's go ahead and use one of our ropes, our 60-foot ropes. We'll tie it up at the top here on one of the roots, and we'll tie it to the roots that you cut through, and then we can use it to pull us down.
All right. But you's be saying about Mouse. I don't know how to get a dog to breathe under the water.
You said there was an opening, right, for us, big enough?
Yeah,
Lila?
it's all the way at the bottom.
Okay, so the opening, though, is it enough for, like, our whole bodies? Like, we can get out and then there's a path?
I didn't go all the way in. Should I go back down and check?
Yeah, let's do
Let-
that.
Okay.
Let's be setting the rope first, and then you's be going.
Yep.
Okay. So Lila, she's still in the water, and she just, holds onto the rope and heads back down south.
We set a good anchor up top first.
Okay.
And then she's got 60 foot of slack right now.
Okay, great.
I
Or
prefer a
59.
figure eight knot personally.
Yep. I
Okay.
prefer a bowl, and you know that better, David. And I mean David, not Little Grin. You know better.
I do figure eights now; they're faster.
You know better. You're
I
my
always
brother.
forget
We
the
were Boy
bowling.
Scouts.
It's
Come
like-
on.
Okay, so who's doing the knot? I need you to roll a knot
Little
check.
Grin can do it. He's the farmer.
Good. It's a figure eight.
Roll that 20-sided with your dex bonus. See how good you do.
All right.
I should really be rolling for these, but you can go ahead and roll. It's all good. Yeah, perfect.
I mean, a figure 6.
That roll. I mean, you made a knot better than the last time. That's how good you're doing with these knots. You're like, wow, this
It was a 6 last time. It was identically.
Yeah,
good.
but trust me, it looks much better than last time.
As supervisor of these 2 people, can I observe the knot and tell that maybe it wasn't so hot?
What you should do is offer to help him, and that way he gets advantage.
All right. Once I see that he's struggling a little on the first roll attempt, I offer a hand.
Okay, so from now on, if you want to do that, you just have to do it the first time they're doing it. You have to say, I want to assist or help, and then I'll let you have advantage in what they're doing. Okay, or let them have advantage. Cool.
No, he doesn't need advantage. Can I just? I didn't offer him help. He was doing himself. But can I literally see that he tied a terrible knot?
You can roll perception. Yeah, you can see if you noticed it. Roll perception.
Let's do that. That'll be more fair.
Sure. I'm fine with. Yeah, it looks great, bro. Good knot.
You crushed that knot, little guy.
Metagame that.
Well, how did you learn how to do a knot that good, dude?
I love it. This might come back to bite us in the butt.
Maybe.
I told you I'd be the toy champion on my island.
I agree. You're amazing.
Mouse can be heard barking in the background at something. Lila, where are you headed? You headed down now?
Yep.
All right. So you do so. You head down. Are you holding onto the rope as you're swimming? It slows you down a little bit, but you've been down here, so you know what to expect.
I thought I still had it tied around me.
Oh, you still have it tied around you. That's right. Okay, so you head down, and again, you see that there's a light at the end of this tunnel that heads. I mean, this tunnel literally goes straight down, and then you get to a spot where, like, you can see you're about ready to hit. You can see this even though it's dark. You see you're going to hit a spot that's just completely roots, and then you look left, right in the water, and then you can see that hole, and you go over to it where you had you crushed those roots in that one spot. You're going to go through the hole?
Yeah.
Okay. So you go through, and again, there's still this air coming up, and you pass it this time, or are you going to take, are you going to go ahead and get some air right here?
Yeah, I'm gonna get some air.
Okay, because like I said, when you get down this low, you need to your body's just going, hey, you haven't taken a breath for a moment. So you get some air, and then you swim through the hole. For you, this hole is plenty big enough. And on the other end, you can see that there is some form of like a green, almost like a moss or a fungus that is growing, and it's literally like an underground cave that's also underwater. And from where you're at, you can go, it looks like you can go ahead and then left or right. And again, this is underwater. And you see a bunch of roots. I mean, there's a ton of these roots coming out of the ground from the top, the bottom. In the distance, you see more bubbles coming up where you can get more air. It's just a maze down here, if you will.
Yeah, I want to go straight. I'm going to follow the bubbles.
Okay. So you're going to go straight a bit. You do so. You go through roughly 20-25 feet, this cavern, if you will, underwater. Again, there's a bunch of roots and such, and you get to another spot where you can get water, or air, I'm sorry. You definitely get water. But you can get air, and you do so. And it's plenty. I mean, it's big bubbles sometimes and smaller bubbles, but you just basically put your face in it, and as you're sitting there, all of a sudden you want for water, and you just breathe real quick, and get some air. So you're at this spot. You're just now getting. You have 60 feet of rope altogether, right?
Yeah.
Is that correct,
Yes.
guys? Is that correct? That she's got 60 feet of rope.
Yes.
We tied two together, I thought. So there's 120 feet.
Well, so we untied him this time to tie up the top because you only said it was 30 feet. So,
Oh,
and
right.
then we stored our other 60 feet. So,
Okay.
Right, so, she
So
only got 60 feet. Okay.
okay. So at this point, you look at the rope, Lila, and you know that it's going to tense up if you move much more further. You've went the 60 feet you have that you can explore down here.
Okay, I'm gonna grab another thing of air and we're gonna start like tugging to make my way back.
Okay.
Let them know
All right.
I can't go much further.
All right.
so as she gets back up to the top, this time we'll do the 120 feet of rope, and off she goes. Unless anybody else, we need to change anything.
No, but if you find what you're looking for, just tie off the rope, and then we can get back down.
Okay. So you turn around and you swim back and you come back up, and the rest of the group is looking to add more rope to this. This basically they're going to make a longer rope. And did you say you're all going to go down, or is she going to go down alone again?
Yeah, well, I thought that was the plan. Was that
Yeah.
when Jenny
Yeah,
finds where we're
I'm
going,
going
she can
down
just tie
until
off
we
the
find
rope,
land.
and then we can run down the rope really fast.
Okay, so you're going to have her do the exploring all by herself. Okay, that's cool. That's fine.
She's the only one who can see.
I don't know. Every time he says stuff like that, it makes me question my life. Like, so you're gonna make her do it alone? Okay, fine. I'm like, what? Wait, is that the wrong answer? Stop.
No, I just wanted to make sure that I knew exactly what you're.
It seems normal. All she has to do is double tug on the rope, and we'll have her out of there in like 8 seconds.
60 feet of rope going down and around. She might get some root damage to her, but yeah, I guess you could probably pull her up pretty quick.
But this brings up the good point: is we have to untie David's great figure eight and then retie the 120 feet together. And I'm gonna let our fearless little Grant attempt some more deals here, but this time I shall assist.
Cool. That'll give him advantage if you're helping.
I guess if you want, but I've been tying knots my whole life. I'll roll an advantage.
Hey!
Oh, shite! That's the worst knot you've ever done. Those other ones look so much better. Nice.
This one hardly looks naughty at all.
Well, that worked out fine. Besides what seems like an epic waste of time. Hello, Fluffy.
He's needy right now.
Yeah. So I guess with 120 feet of rope, good luck, Lila.
Okay, so I think what I'll do.
Got this, Cuddles.
Okay, so Lila, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move you to the other map, and when we go to the other map, unless I tell either of you two other players a question, don't either of you say anything because you can't communicate with her. Okay? She can't communicate with you.
I shall mute thyself.
Yes, unless I call your name, unless I ask you either one of you a question, guys. This is all Lila right now, so I'm going to go ahead and move her to the other map because that's only fair for her. I don't want to just do theater of the mind. I want to actually allow her to go in here. Okay?
Yeah, do you want us to get off channel so we can't hear either?
No, that's fine. I don't mind. If when the big piranhas start eating her, you get to just watch for yourselves all the blood and guts that happen. Okay? So
it's the crab people.
It was our secret plan. Little Grin and I talked earlier. We're fishing using Lila as bait here.
Exactly.
We're hungry.
Using a gnome for bait.
I primed her with a little whiskey too. I hear piranhas like.
Yep.
They really like something, like a fishing lure is always something flashy. We need to get like a tinfoil hat for her.
Yeah, little spicy. No, that's her axe got it. It's perfect.
Oh yeah.
That's hilarious. So, Lila, you head back down knowing that there's whiskey in your future again, and you got no problems with that. You're feeling good. The water is very simple for you to deal with. You're noticing this. It wasn't always like that for you, but something's changed. You're not sure what it is, but something's changed. You get down to the bottom, and again, you find the hole. You've done this now 3 times, so you're getting the idea, you're getting the hang of it. You grab some air in that little tunnel, and you end up. I'm going to move everybody over to the next spot. You end up. You see yourself?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Frank, I'm not moving, but I'm gonna follow along with Mouse just so the viewers can still see it. Just I'd let you know.
Of course. Yes. No, that's exactly what I need you to do. Yep. Okay. So, Jenny, I'm going to allow you to take Lila and move Lila whichever way you want to go, and I will tell you what happens as you do.
I guess I won't. I'll be the only one who doesn't know.
All right, so I guess we'll start off going
Okay.
a little this way.
Okay. All right. So you swim up, and you find that spot where the bubbles were coming up. You can see it to your left. You see those bubbles coming up? Like to your yeah. So that's where that's the last place that you've checked out. That's before you went back up. Okay, so that's after the tunnel and forward. It's about 20, 25 feet plus the 30 down. So that's about the 60. So you've got another 60 feet is what they said. So you got 120 altogether. So as you move up here, you can see there's basically, and I said there's a green moss, so you can actually see down here. It's not just your dark vision. There's actually a really bad green fuzzy light, if you will, down here. So you have 3 options. Basically straight ahead, or you can go left, or you can go right. Which way do you want to search?
I'll go straight.
Straight? Okay. All right. You head straight across this open area that's got 4 different ways to travel. And as you make it, you see that this is like a cavern that, as you go deeper into it, it's like the number of roots and stuff are getting much more numerous here in this part of the cavern. You can continue going, but you're going to have to either chop or push your way through a bit to get through the roots. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna chop.
Got to chop? All
Chop
right.
my way through. Yes.
All right. Do so. Chop, chop. All right. You do a decent job. You hack through, and you can move in another 5-6 foot straight ahead. Okay. All right. Again, you're going to have to cut through again.
Alrighty, I will cut through again.
You take your axe and swing again in the water. Another 16. Okay. You chop into it again, and again, pieces of root go flying everywhere. Dirt, moss. You're cleaning. You're hacking your way through. You can again move forward about 6 feet. Okay, so actually closer to 10. So you move up, and you get to the end of this spot, and it's literally a dead end. This cavern does not go any farther. This particular area.
I would like to go back to the air.
Yeah, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. Please do so.
It's probably starting to hurt.
No, you swung 2 or 3 times, so you like, ooh, I need a breath. So you go back, you catch some air.
Okay. And now we'll go back. And now we'll try going to the right.
Okay. All right. All right. This area doesn't have as many routes as the other areas do. And then as you you get farther into this part of the cavern, you can see that there are several that are laying across. They're rather big, but they're laying across they're just like literally laying across the cavern. On the other side, you can see a huge pool of air where you could, I mean, literally, it's like so many bubbles. It's just a huge upshoot of air coming from the other side that comes and goes like, and then the bubbles go away. Then the bubbles come up. You can like feel the push.
Can I make it that way with the rest of the rope that I've got?
I will say that you can go. Let's see. Right at the 4-way was pretty much 60. So I'm going to allow. Yeah, you can get around this cavern corner if you want, if that's the way you want to go. Yeah. Okay. So now, you swim. The big roots and stuff are curled, and these are bigger, so you can just like literally go through them. You can swim through them because you're small enough to. 1 second, please.
Okay.
What's your armor class?
Oh God. 13.
Okay. So you're swimming through this one route, and you get past it with the exception of your legs, and you feel just something grab one of your feet and hold on for dear life, and it grabs you and it keeps you from moving. 1 second.
Rude.
When it grabs onto your ankle, it crushes at your ankle and you take 5 damage.
Ow. Okay. Can I swing at what's grabbing my ankle?
I would suggest it's a good idea. We can roll initiative.
That works.
Okay. Let's do that. Let's roll initiative real quick. Oh, gosh. I know who's going to go first. I don't know if you want to roll initiative to see if you roll a 1 as well, but I sucked. Creature sucked.
It won't let me because it says there's no combat. So, okay, give me 1
Ay,
second.
ay, ay. Just roll a 20-sided and add your dex. Okay? Can you do that? You still beat me.
Hi.
The creature rolled a 1. Okay. So you turn around to see what's grabbing you, and you just see that what you thought was another one of those roots was actually like a tentacle that's got like suction cups on it and stuff. And whatever is on the other end of the tentacle is in the ground on the side of the cavern. It's just one tentacle sticking out. And it's grabbed onto your leg, and as you know, it did you some damage. So you're going to retaliate?
I'm going to retaliate. I'm going to hit. I'm gonna swing.
Nice.
Yeah. 23.
Nice. Roll that damage.
We're gonna have catfish for dinner.
Nice. Okay, so you were all up there on top of the water. Meehan, Little Grin, Mouse starts jumping around and barking at something. You don't know what it is, but that dog is going crazy right now. It's barking all around the circle of water.
Mouse knows what's going on.
So, you did 12 damage to it, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So, the creature, the tentacle is not like let go. It's not cut in half yet or separated from the creature that it's attached to. So, what it does is it attempts to like take you and like throw you up against the side of the cavern and you know, kind of beat some sense into you, I suppose is one way to put it. So you're floating in the water, so it's just going to basically go whoop and try to whip you up against the rocks.
Rude, but okay.
Okay. So what I need you to do is roll 20-sided and add your strength bonus. Okay, so this tentacle just like whips you towards the rock, and you're able to put your weapon out and keep your strength, and you just kind of, you know, do your best to keep you from crashing up against this rock. The creature's taking enough damage; it's not strong enough to really whip you hard enough into this rock. So, nothing. It was a terrible attack by this creature. Didn't do anything to you. It's the next round. You may go. By the way, you just your mind goes, I need to get some air in a second. I just realized you haven't breathed breath for a while. Oh, another good hit. Well, your hits are doing really good. That's what happens when you drink whiskey, right, Lila?
Yes.
Over 20 every attack. Oh, max damage. All right, so that second time after that creature tried to whip you up against the thing, you just turn around, whoosh, you swing your axe, and it cuts straight through the tentacle, and the tentacle just lets go of your ankle, and like you can see this blood start to come from this where the tentacle was cut in half. You can see this blood starting to cover this area quite quickly. What are you gonna do?
Can I make it towards the bubbles?
Okay, yeah, yep. You can just, with your rope, get to this area. I mean, literally, you're like sticking your head over in this area waiting for the bubbles to come out because this rope is really tight right here. But you do get to the spot, and right there, the bubbles come out, and your face just gets refreshed. What do you want to do?
Honestly, I kind of want to tie off the rope somewhere and keep going. But then, like, I feel like that, like, me, the player, thinks that's a very stupid idea. But I feel like Lila would be like, well, I haven't found land yet, so I can't go back up yet because I haven't found land.
You may make whichever decision you wish. What do you want to do, Lila? They let you lead this, so you may continue exploring. You're going to have to take the rope off, or you can go and get them. It's your call. They put it in your hands.
No, Lila's gotten hurt, and she's not at full health.
Okay. You look at
I'm going to go back.
You look at a couple wounds and realize that, you know what, I'm feeling pretty good, but okay. So you head back, no problems. You know how to get back. You know which way to go. You have a rope. Guys, you feel that the rope is doing that same thing it did last time Lila showed up. And this time it takes a bit longer. She's actually gone for a while, but she does come back. She comes up to the surface, and she's made it.
What happened?
There's a water maze, and something with tentacles got my leg. And I still haven't found land, but there's air pockets, so I feel like we can do it. But And I'm just gonna look at Mouse, very concerned, like.
So I feel like in the past, Mouse has been able to understand me, so I will explain the situation
Okay.
and say we got to go under the water, we got to find a way out, and there's monsters. Can you do it?
I will roll the old second edition try. The dog looks a little weary, but you feel that you feel the dog's afraid, but you feel like the dog understood that it's going to have to go in the water. I mean, dogs know how to swim by just if you've ever had a dog, you put it above the water, it knows how to swim. Even if you've never taught it how to swim, they just know to go like this when you put them over the water, right? So the dog will follow you, and hopefully it'll take advantage of the air pockets, or you'll have to make it take advantage of the air pockets.
Here we go.
All right.
Can we be catching the air for the doggo somehow?
That's a good idea. If you can figure out a way to do it, that might be a really good thing.
I, Little Grin, am not smart enough to think of this, of course, but somebody could maybe think to make a bag of air for the dog to put its head in.
Not me. I'll tell you that right now. That the person who comes up with that idea is not gonna be me.
It's actually a pretty good idea, but I think we'd have to spend a lot of time rigging something up so that it would be neutrally buoyant, so it would sink. And then Lila also said there's a lot of limbs and stuff. So let's just try it. We'll see. If Mouse freaks out, we'll figure something else out.
All right. Maybe we'll just stick its face in there and hope for the best.
It's a good idea.
I'm telling you, that's just as good of an idea as any. I mean, your characters will both see when you get down that the bubbles are big. It's obvious that this is.
Well, then I think Lil Grin's super concerned, so he's gonna watch and see how the dog does in the water.
Okay, so you're gonna follow the dog then, and not just expect that the dog's following you guys, right?
Yeah, I'll let everyone go first. I'll bring up the rear on this one.
Okay. So you're all gonna, I take it, follow the rope.
Yes.
Okay, so Lila's gonna lead, and then we're gonna have Lila. Let me make this right. So we got Lila first, and then Meehan, and then we got Mouse, and then we got Little Grin.
Yeah, are we taking a break tonight, by the way?
We were just gonna do the break right now.
Oh, awesome, cool.
Yep. So we're gonna take a 10-minute break. We'll be right back. Thank you so much for checking out our show tonight. Hope you're having fun. Hope you're having a drink or two with us, and let's get through with Tuesday and rock and roll for Wednesday. So we'll be back in about 10 minutes.
We're live.
Welcome back, everybody. We are having a good time tonight. We were having so much fun during the break, drinking and discussing some fun stuff that we forgot that we had to start back up. You know, that's what happens. We've made such a good friendship with each other that we just have a great time, no matter what night we are doing this show.
We hate to lose our fan.
Right. So we're back. And there goes Mouse barking at something again. So Mouse is barking because it's got to get in the water with everyone else. Everybody has decided to follow the rope down and Lila down and go exploring this area together, the underwater maze. All right. So
Great Death Clock song called "Go Into the Water."
yeah. Well, if I had the copyright rights to it, I would be playing it right now. Absolutely. I love Death Clock. So the group jumps in the water. Lila disappears, swimming down really easily. You all notice that she's a great swimmer. You didn't notice it before, but boy, she swims really good, and nice and quick and effortlessly. So you all attempt to keep up with her. She's rather quick and darty down in that water. You go down about 20 or 30 feet, all of you. It gets dark. For all of you, it gets dark, except for Lila and the dog, Mouse. So two of you get to a dark point where you feel like you hit up against some roots, like you've hit the bottom, and then you both look around and you actually see that there's light coming from one area, and you can see the shadow of Lila headed that way. And so you all continue with her, and all of you start to get that feeling like you need to take a breath of air. And you can see that Lila gets to this tunnel where this light's coming from, and there are bubbles. And you see her put her head in the bubbles, and she kind of shakes her head and touches her nose and then keeps going like, she got air from there. I'm going to assume that both of you do the same.
Yeah, and I'm watched to make sure Mouse is okay about it.
Okay. Meehan, are you going to force Mouse to put his head in that air, those air pockets?
I'm gonna manhandle him, but I'm gonna show him how to do it and guide him.
Okay.
So hopefully he'll kind of figure it out. He's a smart dog.
Right. If you want to roll a 20 for me real quick, just a 20-sided, the higher the better. This is an intelligence roll.
For Mouse.
Yep.
9.
Okay.
And he has -2, so 7.
Okay. So the dog. Okay. So you take your air, Meehan, and you try to take the dog and kind of put the dog towards the bubbles, and it doesn't understand. It kind of like shakes like, hey, don't touch me like that. I'm trying to swim here, that type of thing. So Little Grin, are you going to go ahead and get your breath of air as well?
Well, actually, I guess I should have said I was assisting. But I don't know if that helps with Mouse's intelligence roll.
He would have had he would have had advantage, yes.
I should have said that. Okay, well, I'm gonna help next turn get Mouse some air, but this turn I guess I will take a breath.
Okay, so you just stick your head in that tunnel as well. The tunnel's, Meehan's got his head in there because the bubbles come up on one whole side of the tunnel. So Meehan gets the breath, tries to get the dog in there, and the dog's kind of freaking like, what do you want me to do with this? And then you put your head in there and get some air. So the only one who needs air is the dog. And I will allow both of you to give him advantage. So if you want to roll again and give the dog advantage to kind of understand, I'll allow that.
I'll just soothe and pet him, underwater style.
Yep, that's part of helping. Shit.
Fuck you,
7 is
Scott.
7 is my top number.
Okay, so
Mouse!
so Meehan, your intelligence tells you that he is starting to get really fidgety. Like, hey, wait a minute, I need my air. So you're gonna have to literally just put his face in these bubbles, because he's gonna take a big breath of water in a second and drown.
Yeah, so I'll just manhandle him into the water.
Okay, just roll a strength check.
Little Gren, you gonna help me out?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to keep him from kicking you at this point. You know.
All right. With
probably
Little Gren
flailing
helping,
around.
here we go. There you go. 12. Just I haven't rolled above 10 in 6 dice.
The dice gods hate you.
Time to send the virtual dice to jail, man. Where's the virtual dice jail when you need it?
Yeah, do some kind of weird sex magic and fix this.
12's not bad for a dog in water.
That's true.
That somewhat trusts me. Although Frank has disappeared, his face is huddled over something. So
Oh no.
He's breaking out the drowning chart.
yeah, he's about to murder us
Right?
all.
That's it. Rip mouse. F's in chat.
1d6 per second per.
Okay. Sorry about that. My power went out in my house. I know there was some really bad winds out there,
Oh.
but literally all the power just like boom, like it. I'm in the dark. So, am I back?
Lose you.
We never lost you. Yeah, your
Yeah.
your surge protector must have kept you going.
Yep. Well, that's why I like using the laptop. Laptops are a good thing. They have power built in, so that's a good thing. That's great because I'm completely. Yeah, I was totally in the dark there. Okay, so before we go in the dark again, what just happened? I missed it.
I rolled poorly again, man. I rolled a
12.
for my strength. I rolled a 12.
Okay, that's
But it's not
still
too bad.
enough. No, that's still enough. That the dog's floating, right? It's just sitting there going like this. Boop, boop, boop. So yeah, you're able to put the dog's head in there, and the dog just goes because it's getting ready to take a big old swig of water through the nose, and it goes, and that noise those dogs with the flat noses makes, and it gets air, and it kind of mellows out like, okay, now I don't have to be nervous.
So we'll spend a couple minutes here showing Mouse, like, hey, Bubbles, and like have him watch me take a breath, have him watch
right.
Lila, Little Grin, and then put his face in the deal, so maybe he can kind of get the gist of things.
Okay. All right.
Animal. Ooh, I think I have animal handling.
Well, that might be a skill to use.
There you
I
go, yeah.
do.
Teach him, Dave.
I
Little
will.
Grin,
Yeah,
sorry.
I'd like to help teach Mouse to breathe underwater.
Okay.
So just roll a normal roll.
If you're doing animal handling
Yeah.
specifically, yeah, it'd just be a 20-sided plus your bonus
I'm
number.
assisting.
Too late. I got a 6.
I was assisting.
Killing it tonight.
He said he's helping you assist, so you can roll it with advantage. Roll again.
All right.
I don't want Mouse to die. Please
I'm
roll again.
so tired of rolling these terrible rolls. Come on.
Well, you turn your dice pink, and that's when it happened.
Oh my
And-
god.
Ah!
Make your dice
Seven.
great again.
Stinkeroni. Okay.
Both of you change your dice to different colors. Those
So-
colors go to dice jail.
You guys are sitting there putting your head in the water. Put your head in the bubbles. Put your head in the bubbles. Dog's looking at you going, why aren't we getting the fuck out of here? Dog's like, why are we just sitting here playing put the face in the bubbles? What are you going to do, all? Lila's sitting there wanting to move forward, but she's waiting. She knows the importance. She understands it.
Fuck it. If your dog drowns, it drowns. Let's go. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, once we've established that we're not going anywhere with this training, I'm gonna start trying to get everyone to go in the hole.
Okay, so she's went on the other end of the tunnel. It's not a long tunnel, but she goes through it and she's like, you can see like bubbles from her trying to talk to y'all. So are you gonna go through the tunnel or are you gonna sit there and keep waiting with the Mastiff?
No, I'm dragging him along. Which way are we
Okay.
going?
All right, so Lila's leading. Lila, which way is the crew going?
Get out there, Lila.
Okay. So back on the map, right?
Yeah.
Back in this intersection.
Yep. I'll
Okay.
load everybody in there
So
because
then-
I don't know that everybody's in there or not.
We are. We're moving.
Everybody's in there. Okay.
We're just
good.
waiting for Lila to pick the direction.
Okay.
Okay. We're going this way.
All right.
Wait, but they can see now, right? Because of the weird moss.
Yes. Yeah. Everybody can.
Hey.
You can all see.
Okay.
And she leads you down a path. You can see that there are fallen roots, as well as there is blood in this area that's in the water. It's like a cloud of.
Yeah, I would like to point, like in the direction that we're going, and then to my foot. That's probably hurt still.
Oh yeah, it hurts. It's black and blue. It's got a
Trying
big
to
bruise.
signal that careful.
All right.
And Meehan just went ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was waiting for you.
Okay,
you
so
were-
Okay.
Lila,
And so at this point,
yep.
At this point, the are we? Wait, do we tie the rope and we're going down with the rope, or
And we
or
don't
did
have
we
any.
just say
We
forget it?
packed it up.
Okay?
Is
Cool.
this is another bubble spot though, right?
This is a
Yes,
huge
this
bubble.
is
This
another
is literally a bubble shower. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
so
a
we
huge
try.
spot.
We do it again, and we try to teach Mouse again.
Okay. All right.
I
So
assist Little Grin.
okay. All right. Try to do that animal handling again with advantage.
There we go.
All right.
Hey.
20.
Little bit better. Little bit better. Okay, so this time the dog's freaking out. It's like it's got nowhere to go but through water, and it's it's seeing this mossy area and all these roots and stuff, and this literally this push that happens every so often is just like a huge rush of bubbles, and animals love to chase stuff. And so Mouse this time with this big rush of bubbles kind of is excited about this thing. So it puts his face in there and it can tell that there's air and it takes breath so that it can continue. And everyone else does as well. So Lila, uncharted territory.
We hang out for just another minute or so for a couple of the surges, just so Mouse can realize what's happening.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
can we talk when the bubbles hit? Can sound go?
You can attempt to.
Like when the big surge comes, can I scream like, which way?
You may definitely try.
I do
So-
that.
You wait, and you see a big surge of bubbles come, and you see like there's just almost like a pocket of air coming, and when it does, you just go. What are you going to say exactly?
Which way?
All right, so which way? And everybody, you all hear this bubble past you that goes which way? I mean, literally, like there's this sound in this bubble, and it passes, and which way? Which way? It's like bouncing inside of itself.
But I'm looking at Lila.
Right. Which way, Lila?
Lila's gonna be honest, and
She
then
looked-
she's just gonna
I don't-
shrug, and
Alright.
then she's just gonna go this way.
So I'm no longer confident in Lila's leading.
Okay, so
Let's take,
Yes.
let's take
As
the
you
maneuver
should
here.
be.
Let's
okay,
take
so
over.
you guys leave the big air pocket, and you go around. This is actually like there's almost looks like a stump that you have to go around right there. Almost looks like a huge underground stump, like a tree stump,
Down
Uh,
here.
which makes right what you just went past.
Okay.
What you just went past, which was just
Oh, back here.
yes, that area there. That's correct. Yeah, it looks like there's literally like a stump that goes up and out into the ground above it, and then again you see a bunch of roots. Which way you rolling?
I get this way, yeah.
Okay.
Lila decided right, so let's push right.
All right.
But we're pushing
Okay.
fast.
Okay, so you get to this area, Meehan. Hold on. You get to this area, and just like Lila had discovered, in this area here, there are a ton of roots of all different sizes that have grown in this part of the cavern, and you're going to have to chop your way through.
Yeah, that. Did I make it and know it's a dead end?
You have not gotten to the end of it, and no, you don't know that it's a dead end.
Okay, so yeah, sorry, I got a little ahead of myself. So I'll point to Lila and
Okay.
do that motion.
So, Meehan, I'm going. Well, I'll tell you what. I can say something funny, but he looks at you, Lila, and Meehan looks like he's trying to tell you to chop through the roots.
All
Well,
right.
she's the only one with a
got
bladed
my
weapon.
axe.
I am aware of that.
This is true. I feel so useful down here.
All right.
Not anymore. I
so
spoke
you-
too soon.
Yeah, you swing this time, and there's other people around, so you're not doing it with reckless abandon. And so you don't. There's a lot of roots here, so when you cut into them, you just don't get a good swing. You're gonna have to do it. You're gonna have to take another swing.
We will step back.
Okay.
To a healthy
Yeah,
distance.
stop throwing off my groove.
In fact, I don't know about.
Oh, you just ripped the shit out of it. Cool. Okay. Nice. Okay. So they back up, and you just do a ballpark swing with that axe. And I mean, you just chop perfectly right down. Yeah, I mean, you literally weed whacker it right on the side of the cavern. I mean, you give it a real good hedge clipping. I mean, you do it perfect. And you're able to cut a really nice section out so you can get in there deeper. Okay, so you cut through, and you can move in another 5 or 6 feet. Again, you're gonna have to do another chop.
Okay. Time for another chop.
Okay. Once again, you take a swing and chop into the roots and cut your way through. You're able to move forward again, and this time, as you move another 5 to 6 feet in, you see there's another hole that water is going through.
Oh, there's a hole?
There's a hole on the ground that you can swim into.
Do we need to run back for another breath and then come back to the spot?
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking right now. I was like, I'm gonna
You-
go grab some air and then I'm gonna go check out that hole.
She's definitely getting itchy from it because she's just got done swinging that axe a few times really
we need-
hard.
Do we need to move our characters, or can we just say we went back and?
I will. No, yeah, you can just go ahead and say you're going to go back and get air. That's fine. You don't have to move.
Yeah.
So you see this hole. This hole
Okay.
looks like it'll fit everyone, not all at the same time, but one at a time through. You're definitely welcome to take the hole if you wish. Are you all going to take that hole?
Let's go for it.
Okay.
Until
It's
we
my
get to the
first
point
time though.
until we get to a point where we do need another breath, then we'll have to rush back.
Okay. So everybody
fine. We'll
gets air. Everybody gets air. You swim back quickly, so that you so that you can get through this spot. You start swimming again down. All right. Let's see. I take. All right.
Oh, good.
You
Are there
trap-
bubbles here too?
You travel down a bit, and it starts to get dark again. And just when you start to think, I certainly hope there's bubbles soon. I can feel my body needing air. It's kind of interesting. You're going straight down, and then it just kind of levels out, and like the ground above you opens up, and you open up into another cavern, and straight ahead of you about 15 feet is a big area with a literally like that push of air. There are little bubbles in this area as well. It'll take some time to get enough air to keep going, but there is you see a push of air in front of you.
Oh yeah. Let's hit it hard.
Okay. So you all go there, swimming over to that area,
Oh,
and
yeah.
you hit the air, and all of you safely grab another round of oxygen to to keep you going underwater.
I feel like that one fish from Finding Nemo that's like bubbles.
No doubt, huh? That's awesome. All right, so after getting the air, you continue. We'll call it to the south of this map, and Meehan's leading the way. Meehan, you and Mouse get to that area, and you can see that this spot is going to open into actually the first, the biggest open area that you've been at down in this underwater cave maze. Now, hold on one second, please. As you are, I'm going to move you to where this rolls right about here. As you're going into this section, Lila, I need you to roll perception, please. Little Grin, are you? I'm taking it. You're up here. Yep. You can roll your perception as well, Little Grin. Okay, Little Grin, you're swimming. You get your air. The others have already gotten theirs. You kind of you're coming forward, swimming forward to catch up with the rest of the crew, and you notice that there is a huge, what looks like almost like an octopus's tentacle that's reaching out from the wall, and it's about ready to grab Meehan, and it's huge.
I immediately grapple it.
Okay, so you're going to attempt to swim up to it and grab onto it.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna keep it from grabbing. I don't have like weapons, or I can't shoot it. You know. What
Okay,
I mean?
so
I grab it, try to keep.
Okay, so let's do this. Let's go ahead and do a let's do initiative roll, okay? To see who goes when. Let me see if I can pull up. I'm just going to put something up to represent this. It's not going to be perfect, but it'll at least be a little tentacle type thing, so that we have a tentacle kind of thing to deal with. All right. There you go. That's the roll.
I crush my
Yeah, you do. That was perfect.
Yeah,
I have
you're
to-
gonna go first with a 5.
No, this isn't how big it is if you're seeing it right now.
Okay.
Yeah, don't
My
let me
light
scare you.
flashed before my eyes for a little bit.
Yeah, no shit. Okay, so let me do this right, like yeah. Perfect. Is all you see that nice little thing right there? Okay. This is a tile. This is not a creature within the system, so we're going to do everything. Nothing's going to be really automated. Obviously, I know the hit points it has I know class and stuff, so that's easily to figure out. But this is just a placeholder for this huge tentacle that's coming up from the ground and over on the wall here and attempting to latch onto Meehan. So the only person to see it at this point is Little Grin. And Little Grin, you rolled the 1 on your initiative. So I'm going to go ahead and roll and hope that I don't roll a 1. And it's literally as slow as you are. It's going to go ahead and try to attack Meehan by latching onto him. And it does not succeed. This is a very large and lethargic tentacle, but you've definitely seen it. And you can go ahead and take your action, Little Grin.
I was gonna try and grab it, but it already tried to grab Meehan, so now I would just punch it.
Okay, that's fine. It didn't touch Meehan. It wasn't able to attach onto him, so Meehan doesn't even know this thing exists. But you're definitely welcome to punch it.
Oh, well, in that case, instead, I'm gonna use my movement and action to warn my friends that there's a tentacle monster.
Okay, we'll move your token to where you want to move to, and
Right, first I'll swim ahead of Lila here, just to the side of her,
okay,
and like grab her shoulder, point to the tentacle, and then I'll swim between this tentacle and Mihan and grab Mihan and show him the tentacle.
Okay. All right. So this thing's really big. I mean, it's a huge tentacle. It looked like a huge root, like the largest roots of a tree that you would see. But obviously, this thing's got suction cups, and it looks like almost like an octopus's tentacle. It's just huge, but it's so slow that you're able to swim around it and like literally go, "Hey, look at this," and then go up to Mihan, same thing. Look at this thing's trying to grab onto you, man. Watch out, type thing. And it's still going to try to do it, but it's a very lumbering, slow, huge tentacle. So with that being said, that would be the end of the first round, and everyone else can roll initiative as well. We already have 2 initiatives that are stable, 1 and a 4. Why don't the rest of you roll your initiative to see where you're at in the order? That's a good one. That's real good. Nice. Wow. Okay.
So that's for Mouse.
Yep.
And
What the hell? My goodness. Okay.
I blame this entire night not on Lila but on Jenny. She convinced us to switch our color of dice, and now we've been
I
rolling
just
poorly.
wanted to change mine. I didn't tell y'all to change yours.
It is entirely her fault.
I
I've
said
rolled-
I was gonna change my dice. I did not say we should change our dice.
Oh, jeez.
Anyway,
I'm just saying.
so I got a 4 and Mouse got a 5.
Right. Okay, so the beginning of the round goes to Lila first, which makes sense. She's really good down here in the water. She can move around really well. She can swing her weapon damn good.
I want to hit it.
Do it. Watch out though.
Want to hit the
If you
giant
miss,
technical.
if you miss, Little Grin's standing right there around it. So just don't roll a 1. So close.
So close.
You just miss it. You swing.
Yay!
You start to swing really hard, then you realize, oh shit, Little Grin's right there. So you kind of pull back, and you just miss the creature. Just miss it. Do you have a bonus
Okay.
attack or something you can do?
Not really.
Okay.
Not yet. No.
Okay. Well, believe it or not, I believe Little Grin, you rolled a 1, right? Or you-
yes, but also Mihan rolled a 1, so we are
I'm
tied
aware.
for shittiest position.
Okay, so I'm going to
Plus
have
Little Grin.
the tentacle is going to attack. There's 3 of you to attack right now. The dog is a little bit over to the side. I'm going to say that the creature's not going to attempt. Well, I'll just do 1, 2, 3, 4. Little second edition roll here. See what happens. That's a 3. Mihan, it's going to try to attack you again. That's good for everybody else, and not for it. It's slow again, slow and cumbersome. It tries to come down on you and latch on, and you're just able to literally just slowly do a matrix move, and it looks really cool. But the tentacle misses you completely. And now, since it tried to attack you, I'll let you go first, Mihan.
Mouse is ahead of both of us.
Okay. If Mouse wants to get in there and attack, it may.
Yeah, he's definitely going to, but
Okay.
I can't roll his. His is. Sorry, 1 second. I gotta look it up. I forgot what his plus is.
Plus cutie.
Ha ha. There it is. He is at strength. Okay, +5. Sorry, I haven't memorized him yet.
It's all good.
So, or are we at disadvantage? Are we at disadvantage? But it doesn't matter.
Doesn't
so
matter anymore.
I'm drinking for that one.
All right. Now, here's the fun part. High or low is good, Mouse.
High is always good.
It is high. It's just a regular old miss. Damn it. All right.
So Little Grin and I are up now.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm just gonna try to swat him.
Am I going to be at disadvantage or not? Because I don't really have a weapon. I'm just punching.
Okay, so in the water, unless you have free action type spell on you or you have some type of ability, you get disadvantage when you roll a 1 like you just did.
Critical failed again.
Okay.
That's
There's
three.
my
That's
20.
3 critical fails in 4 dice.
Damn. Okay, so you just went to attack this creature, Meehan, in the water, and it's very hard to swing your weapon. That hammer it's really hard to swing in there. And
Yep.
you just swing wildly. And now we get to say high or low is good to that swing.
High as always good.
Always good. So there we go. 11, not good. Are you or your friends high?
Oh. Wait. I want to hit myself, not my friends. So, are you saying my friends? If I get
So
high,
in
I'm
other words,
good?
if you say you're high and I roll high, then you got to roll to hit yourself.
Okay, that's what I want to do.
Okay.
I'm high.
Okay, here we go. 87. Roll to hit yourself.
Oh yeah, at disadvantage.
Yep. Now watch him roll 2 20s. Ah, another one.
That's
Oh
another.
my god. Holy shit. If this was
critical
Friday
miss.
night, bro. If this was Friday night, bro, you would be loaded by the time this session got over, bro. Okay.
I'm already. I'm drinking my little mixed drink. I'm just
Okay,
not taking
so-
shots anymore.
So here's what happens. This is DM's call, okay? Because you fumbled again. So what happens is you're going to swing with this weapon in the water, and you're at disadvantage, and you're not, you don't have a lot of skill underwater. You've not done it much, I'm sure, and so you go to swing as hard as you can, and when you do, you literally lose grip of your weapon, and you go, whoosh, oh crap, my weapon, and it goes sinking to the bottom. Which, I mean, you can still bend over and pick it up, but you lost your weapon. Okay, it could have been much worse. Trust me. Trust me.
Fair
That
enough.
was
fair,
that was-
fair enough. I'm not upset.
okay. Little Grin, are you punching and kicking?
Yeah, I rolled both my attacks and I got 8s for both of them.
Okay. So unfortunately, you try to kick and punch into it, but the water's like really resists, keeps you from making good contact. You don't think you're doing any damage to it. Not yet. You haven't yet. You're getting your bearings underwater here. Okay.
On the plus side, though, I am water sizing very acutely. So,
Okay. Perfect.
me
All
and
right.
the old ladies in the pool.
It's now third round. We start with Lila.
I'm gonna swing and try to hit it again.
Do it,
And
please. Hit it.
This
That
time
big
I do
slow
better.
tentacle. You guys are gonna hurt yourselves before you kill it, I think.
Oh,
Nope.
no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm worse. I'm doing worse.
Again, this tentacle is like trying to wrap itself around someone in your group. So it's very hard to be swinging hard against that creature, because if you miss it, you're going to hit your buddy. So you try to hit it at a spot where you don't hit anybody, and it's too dangerous. You don't want to hurt anybody. I guess now it is the creature's turn, and it will once again randomly attack because it hasn't been able to hit anybody yet. Oh, the dog attempted to hit. And the creature's going to attempt to squish the dog. It goes to grapple it or attack it. And here we go. 13, it would be +2, 15.
It hits.
Okay. One moment. 9 damage. It wraps around the dog. The dog is in a spot where this tentacle can go.
So I rolled 17 to hit from Meehan.
Okay.
And that's not my turn. That's my reaction. You can't
Okay.
attack my friends without getting smacked in the face.
Okay. All right. So the dog has the tentacle wrap around it, and you turn around and you swing at it, and that 17 hits.
9 damage.
All right. You cut in. You're smashing damage, right?
Yeah, bludgeoning.
Okay, so you bludgeon, you hammer into it, and you see squirts of blood coming out from it. And now it is the dog's turn. The dog is basically grappled right now, but it can try to attack. I mean, it can try to bite this thing that's wrapped around it. So go ahead and attack as mouse.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Hold on. Features.
It's all good.
Let me get this out. He is at +5. +5. So I'm assuming at disadvantage. Oh, that was at advantage. I'm so sorry. 11 to hit.
That just misses. This
Okay.
creature has a 12 armor class.
So he misses. Do we need to do opposing strength or anything like that? Be grappled or?
The creature is going to keep attempting to do damage to this creature. It can't try to grapple another.
Okay.
It's basically if the dog wants to try to break the grapple, it can do that for its turn, or it can continue to bite and try to.
No, it tried to get a bite. So.
Yeah. Right.
And now it's Meehan's turn, right? So I'm gonna take a swing along with Little Grin. So 18.
18.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I did advantage there. That did not crit.
Okay. Yeah, but you did get 19 or 18. Correct.
Yep, for 9 more damage.
Okay. Again, you bash into it in a different spot, and you see, just like this shots of blood coming out from different corners of this tentacle. What do you got?
It's just the one tentacle, right?
It's a huge, like a 10-foot long tentacle. Yes.
Okay, I didn't know. Well, I just wanted to say, if not, I was smashing the
big.
one that's got mouse.
No, right. It's just one tentacle. This image that I'm using, this placeholder tile, is not what it looks like, unless you take one of those, not 3.
Yep. That's my turn. I think it's Little Grin.
Little Grin.
Judo chop. I'm gonna follow that up with a second judo chop.
Oh, jeez. You're just not good in the. You're just not good in the water, Little Grin. Not right now, at least. You're really doing your best.
He's not much of a swimmer.
No. All right. So it's now going to be. It looks like it's 4th round. Now all of you start to feel like you're going to need air soon. Not immediately right now, but you just got that. Wait, I haven't taken a breath for a while. You're just starting to get that little bit of that itchy feeling. And with that, Lila, show us what you got.
You're killing us, Lila. You're killing us.
You're the only one.
This color's going to
You're the only
dice
one who
jail.
can roll.
This color was doing so well.
You're the only one, not a disadvantage. Come on. This whole maze was built for you.
Okay, so
This is my time to shine.
all right, so again, you swing, and you're doing fine in the water as far as being no disadvantage or anything, but you're just really worried about hitting one of your friends, and you've got your friends around this big old tentacle, and you're swinging it and trying not to hit them, and you're just not doing any damage. You're not able to get a good shot in and carve into this.
Frank, hold on. Technically, since we're kind of all fighting this one just tentacle,
Yeah.
we can be all around it. So would she have advantage for flanking?
Yeah. I mean, you're on the Little Grin's on the other side of it. I mean, even though Little Grin's not making any attacks.
Because Dave and I are still, or Little Grin and I are still disadvantaged because we're underwater. But would she have advantage?
Yeah, she'll have advantage. Yep.
Yeah, but if also we have flanking, we're at advantage. It discounts the disadvantage.
No, it'd be even. It'd be even.
It's a different disadvantage that's applying.
Yeah.
Because we're underwater. That's the reason.
It doesn't matter if you have an advantage and a disadvantage. Then
It does. It does matter.
Okay.
But Lila would have advantage, so she can roll again.
Lila, can, if you're going to call it that flanking, yes, absolutely, she can have advantage because
Kill it.
Little Gren's right to the opposite of it, the creature.
Kill it with mini
So then
barbarian.
I can roll like
What did you say, Little Gren?
I said kill it with mini barbarian rage.
There it goes,
You
a
switched
3.
your dice and they were so terrible. At least
Yeah.
it matched your hair. Go,
my
Lila, go
mindset
back.
was maybe if I matched it.
Go back
Yeah,
back to the
okay.
green. Little Gren and I switched up. Go
Yep.
back to the green.
We should all go back
We're
to
going back to
stock green forever.
Right? Who said to change the color? Okay, so the creature's got Mouse in its clutches, and it's going to attempt to, like, just whip Mouse into the side of the wall, right there above it, and let's see what happens.
Whip it bad.
Let's see here.
Yeah.
And it's that's not very good. That's not enough. So it's holding on to this dog and it whips it across, but it doesn't have the strength. It's been hit a couple times, and it's an old tentacle. Nobody comes around and plays with it anymore. So it's older, and it just doesn't have the energy or power to throw this dog hard against the cavern and do damage to it. Now it is actually, though, it is the dog's turn.
Actually, no. Sorry, man. It's Meehan's turn. Since
Okay.
it chose not to attack me, I get my reaction for Sentinel.
Okay.
So an 18 hits.
18 hits.
So it's gonna take 5 damage.
Okay.
And
Again.
now it's again.
Okay.
And now it's Mouse's turn, and he is going to attempt to bite this because he really has no other idea what to do,
Oh,
and
that's
is way outside of his comfort zone.
right.
11, I think that fails.
Just misses to bite into it. That's too bad.
And
I
so
would've
this will be Meehan's turn along
Okay.
with Little Grin. Ooh, I didn't get the critical. 16 though hits, yeah.
Yep.
For a 10 damage.
Okay. Again, the blood now is starting to get quite prominent in this area. This is a little bit opens up to a bigger area, and that's good. And for some reason, like when the blood starts to come out of this thing, it's getting pushed away from the fight. So there's like a rather big blood cloud moving to the east. And now it is
It's still alive?
Yep.
God dang.
My turn.
This is
I
a
told you.
monster.
I told you it's a huge one. It's 10 foot long. It's a big.
I know, but one tentacle?
I could pull out another 3 of them.
I'd be harsh to fight the main one. Let's do it though.
Well, if you go the right spot, you'll be able to fight the main one.
Please no.
A little grin. Go ahead.
Underwater flying crane kick. Yeah. I'm gonna follow that up with an eagle punch. Oh, that was at normal. Sorry, I need to do it. Oh, I
You
critically
hit- you
failed it. So
critical
what
failed.
difference does it make?
Okay, so I have this. Okay, I have to say this as the storyteller. I see this fight going on with this tentacle, and I see everybody trying to bite into it and chomp into it and hit it with an axe. And as this fight's going on, I just see this giant doing the Karate Kid move, the crane kick, and like he goes to kick, and like the water just allows him to like he just goes by going wah, and like misses everybody fucking completely, and like hits the wall. Oh my god. Higher level's good, Little Grin. You rolled
High
ones.
is always good.
All right. Okay, good. It's just a really funny looking miss. Okay. Now all of you are going to need. This is the last round before you're going to need to get some air. You're going to have to go looking for air now, or you're going to get screwed. Okay. I'm going to wait for Meehan to come back. Although actually, it's Lila's turn. Lila, go for it. Why don't you hit this thing, Lila? You have advantage. Although you did the flying crane kick, so you may want to move your miniature, David.
I do.
Well, you said you did the flying crane kick, and that
I
means
said
you're like,
underwater flying crane kick, which just means kicking.
oh damn, the other
That
one
all
was
moved
so,
from how
the
I
other
went.
one was so much funnier. Okay,
There you go.
all right. Okay, so if you want to move up just a spot, Lila, so you can still get your advantage, you can move one to your right. You see where Meehan is, so you're opposite the creature, and you can get into place and still get your flanking.
Oh, wait,
Advantage.
wait, here? Or
Other way.
Did Little Grin get chucked away? I'm sorry. I
He
missed
did. He did a karate kick, crane kick, and just like kicked into the side of the cavern. Literally, he rolled a one. He rolled another one.
Well
Okay.
played, Ninja.
That's like the 6th one this night.
But,
it's crazy.
Meehan, I want to let you know that at the beginning of this round, your body told you that you need to go get air. So this is the last round before you go get air. Need to go get air.
Thirsty.
Okay, that was a hit.
okay, I hit it.
Yeah.
Kill it. Kill it.
Please.
Nice. That's it.
Yes.
Nice. Finally, with Little Grin moving out of the way, you do an uppercut with your axe, and you cut it in half.
With
And
That's
I'm going back to the
all-
bubbles. I'm
that's
going back to the bubbles. Right back to the bubbles.
You guys haul ass back to the bubbles, and you guys just made it. Woo! That was close. That was close. That was close. I wasn't sure how that would work out with everybody. That's awesome. Okay, so all right, you took out the big 10-foot tentacle. You went back. You got some air. We're going to move forward, or do you want to stop here for the night? We can continue exploring if you want, or we can be done. It's up to you, players. We can go another 15 minutes.
Unfortunately need to stop for the
Okay,
night.
this is a great place. This is a great place to stop underwater in an underwater maze. Perfect place to stop. Well, thank you for checking out our adventure stream, whether you're watching it on demand or live tonight on Twitch TV. We do appreciate the Dice Cult. Again, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Saturdays. We appreciate it. We hope you enjoyed the story tonight. I can't wait for all of you to find out what happens next week. Please come check it out on Tuesday night, and go get your COVID shot. Go do it so you don't get anybody sick. Take care, everybody. Thank you so much, and we appreciate it. Take care. Have a great week.